Hey, what's up, guys? My name's John. Welcome to Daily Theology. Today I've got a short clip from an interview that Dr. MacArthur had with Ryan Heffelenbein from the Falkirk Center. Now, I want you to pay close attention to these two suspicious-looking cans of Fresca. Those are there for a reason, and I love it. So Dr. MacArthur is talking about whether or not there's a conspiracy. He says, is there a conspiracy? A lot of political or Christian leaders are saying, look, don't buy into the conspiracies, but they're not naming the actual conspiracy. So check out what Dr. MacArthur has to say, and then we'll talk through the restraints that God has placed in society for the benefit of people.
Conspiracy theory, or is this something where the facts bear the point out that?
I think the only conspiracy is not a theory, and it's the government's conspiracy.
So the government's conspiracy, and what he's meaning by that is the government is misrepresenting the facts. They're not presenting things on their face. They're spinning a narrative for power and control. And he's going to go on to elaborate that God has given the conscience, he's put the family in place to raise godly children, and he's put the police in place to then execute the sword. The government does not bear the sword in vain. Romans 13 is not a terror to those who do good, but those who do evil. And I also want to just surmise this in saying, he's saying, basically, for such a time as this, before this clip, he says that many people, Ryan Heffelenbein says, many people don't want to stand up right now, but now is the time. We love looking at people like Martin Luther. We love reading about heroes of the past, but many people, he's really talking about Reformed people, are looking at all the heroes like the Tyndales and the Wycliffes and the Luthers and the Knox and the Zwinglys and the go down the list. But where are you? Where are we right now in this? And that's not meant to be overly critical. I have no one in mind there, but he's just pointing out that people love those that are bold and stand up against evil and tyranny for the truth of the gospel. But when the moment comes, you look around and where are the William Tyndales? Where are the people that are going to do that?
To California, I can't speak for the whole of the United States, but there is definitely a conspiracy here. The way that I've explained that is, this is not hard to figure out, okay? We're a bunch of colliding sinners. We always have been since the fall. How do we survive and not become Lord of the Flies, right? And destroy each other. So God has to put restraint in society.
So restraint,
he has
God,
to have a way to restrain
conscience.
Society. So what does he do? He starts with the individual, writes his law in their hearts, right? Romans 1 and 2. And then he gives the conscience as the weapon. So you have a law. Everybody who's human has a knowledge of right and wrong. And the weapon is the conscience, which either excuses or accuses you.
On that day.
We all know the reality of a guilty conscience, as all of humanity does. The second defense, the second restraint of sin is the family, where you have parents.
Which is why there's such an attack on who owns the family, who owns children. People like Black Lives Matters, which is a godless satanic institution, says, well, the children are really family, community property, takes a village, No, it takes a mom and dad that love the Lord to train a child up in the way that they should go. And so right and wrong exist. Check this out for yourself. There are two parts to it. Anything from Dr. MacArthur right now is worth listening to and at least evaluating for yourself, because he is really in the midst of a criminal trial at this point, being held in contempt of court, and that court date is coming at the start of next year, and then he has another hearing coming in November. So remember to pray for him, remember to drink some Fresca, and remember to hammer that like button like the 95 Theses. Thanks for watching, and God bless.